This is Media Watch, a look at what's been making news in the Chinese media. China's Ministry of Civil Affairs recently provided 4 different versions of sworn statements for marriage services in the registry office across the country. An article in the Beijing Daily said the new wording is intended to strengthen the sense of responsibility between newly-wed couples and to standardise matrimonial rights. The revised statements incorporate phrases such as forgive and understand one another, stick together through thick and thin, and help each other when both are in humble circumstances. However, the paper says that for many the changes will not mean much, as very few people actually request a formal ceremony at civil affairs bureaus. And it gives the example of Beijing, where less than 10% of couples ask for marriage services. Now, a woman has given birth to a premature baby girl in the city of Chongqing less than 200 days into her pregnancy. According to the Chengdu Daily, the tiny infant weighed in at less than 1.5 pounds and has arms as thin as an adult finger. To ensure the baby gets the best care, 8 nurses in the hospital are conducting round-the-clock care. And they say the child's chances of survival are good. However, she will have to spend the next 2 months in an incubator before even starting to drink milk on her own. The paper says the necessary medical care needed is estimated to exceed $10,000. Hide and seek, mortgage slave, cheat copy, what do all these have in common? Well, according to Xinhua.net, they're all new phrases that have just been included in a recently published Chinese-English dictionary. The words give a flavour of some of the year's trends. For example, hide and seek was popularised when a prisoner allegedly died while playing the game in Yunnan. It later emerged he'd been beaten by fellow prisoners. Meanwhile, mortgage slave becomes popular as housing prices skyrocketed. A flock of seagulls numbering tens of thousands has gathered at a dump in the coastal city of Qingdao. The Qingdao Daily quotes locals who say the birds have been there for over a week looking for food. Experts say the recent cold weather is the reason for the massive numbers involved. Unusually low temperatures have frozen the shallower waters off the coast where the birds normally feed. Now, in addition, fish and shrimp tend to stay deeper in cold water, making them even more difficult to catch. So the birds have turned to the nearby dump for food. China's Weather Bureau has issued further ice warnings for the area, meaning ships are unable to leave the port. A plush coastline villa near the southern city of Shenzhen was recently opened. Not only does it contain a rather politically incorrect carpet made of polar bear fur to greet its visitors at the entranceway, it also boasts a private mini racecourse for horses. But the Guangzhou Daily reports that what really makes this mansion stand out from the rest is that it floats offshore rather than being on dry land. Not everyone's over the moon with the over-the-top luxury dwelling, though. The local Fisheries Administration has said that it intends to take the owner to court for a misuse of the ocean. Now, last week, a columnist for the China Daily, the country's main English-language newspaper, raised some hackles when she wrote an article entitled Dear Lawai, Don't Mess With Our Chineseness. Lawai is a Chinese term for a foreigner. The article, which appears to have been an attempt at humour gone wrong, asked foreigners to refrain from a number of typically Chinese activities in an attempt to fit in. Amongst these was eating chicken feet and sea cucumbers, and above all, not to take part in or complain about fireworks over the New Year holiday. However, something was lost in translation and many foreigners were offended. At one English-language website called Lost Lawai, a poster asked, "Can anyone tell me if I should just laugh awkwardly or return to ignoring the China Daily? Or should I be telling her where to stick her fireworks?" And that's today's Media Watch. In fact, that's all for now from the team here at BON News. Thanks for watching.